What's going on, guys? It has been a very, very interesting week thus far. I got some interviews and I got some meetings and other fun managerial junk I got to do today. But overall, man, this week has been running really smooth. I've actually been getting out of work on time, which is really nice. I'm back in the gym full time, which is awesome. It feels good, man. I hit cardio this morning after leg day yesterday, which I'm feeling the pain, but it's that good kind of pain that I'm okay with. I gotta break my neck at this intersection. Give me just a second. There we go. Anyway, so something that I've been noticing in social media lately is a lot of conversation, a lot of topic about what's best for like food, like what should you be eating. A lot of people, I guess, right now are on this fad diet and that fad diet. It's quite interesting to me because a lot of like these fad diets that are out there are really garbage for you. Like, they don't do your body justice. They're actually harmful in a lot of ways, and a lot of people don't get that. And the reason why is because they see, this celebrity or that celebrity doing it. And here's the fun part, okay? So these celebrities aren't actually doing these diets that you guys are trying to track. Like, the things that you're following, those diets, those aren't real. And what I mean by they're not real, they're endorsed. Like, these guys are getting paid to put their stamp of approval on things. That's typically how people, like, get judged as a sellout. The Dolce diet, I'll use that as an example. Like, Mr. Dolce himself does not endorse keto. Reason why he doesn't endorse keto is because keto doesn't actually work. Reason why keto doesn't actually work is because you strip yourself of a lot of nutrients that are really required to enhance and increase your performance. And what people get hung up on is the fact that there's a change and you lose weight or you look leaner or you feel better. Here's the thing, anytime you cut processed food further out of your diet, the better off you're going to be. And not only that, anytime you make a change, period, right? Generally, change makes you feel better. Change makes you feel good. That's generally how change operates. It's one of those things to where you typically feel better, at least initially. Now, I'm going to take this, I'm going to spin it into a life lesson. You ready for this? I'm about to blow your mind. That's the same way it is with change in life. You make a change and it feels amazing at first because it's new and it's exciting and it's fresh and you don't know what to expect and you don't see what's coming. But not always does change benefit you. And that's where, like, making adjustments come in. And people don't know how to make adjustments. I've been realizing this, right? Like, people, I'm going to go back to my example about food. People keep talking about, I'm on this keto diet and it felt great at first. And now, like, I feel like crap all the time. I don't have as much energy as I used to. Make some adjustments. Maybe the keto diet wasn't the diet for you. Maybe that's not actually what you need to be doing. Maybe it is what you need to be doing, but you don't need to be the extremist. Maybe you shouldn't cut carbs completely out. Maybe you should just, shrink down the amount of carbs you have, which I know that's like sin talk to some people, but like, seriously. The same goes for life, though. If you notice that you made a change and things aren't going the way you intended on them to go, then that means you have to make the adjustments. You have to make the adjustments to make the change work. Because like I've told you 1,000 times, you speak to any guru, any know-it-all, anybody that's actually lived life. Go talk to the 70-year-old guy, or 80-year-old gal that's sitting in a wheelchair somewhere, and I'm going to tell you, if you ask them what is the most consistent thing about life, they will tell you it's change, because change is the only thing that is consistent in this life. Now, with that being said, I'm going to swing it back to the adjustment part. You have to adjust, because change is going to happen. Change is going to come, and you're going to have to take it. You're going to have to take it. You're going to have to ride with it. You're going to have to deal. But people don't want to do that. They want an instruction manual. They want, to be told the steps, right? Like, I'll tell you, for example, you can listen to these gurus out here all day long, man. You can listen to, Eric Thomas, which is one of my favorite speakers, just so we're clear. You can listen to any speeches by Nelson Mandela. You can listen to any speeches by Martin Luther King Jr. You can listen to any of the influential people that you want to. But the thing of it is, unless you actually apply and then adjust, it won't go nowhere, man. You have to take steps. There has to be action. You cannot just, listen to somebody. You can't just okay, and I'm putting myself on a pedestal in a way in this, but you cannot listen to everything I say and then not take action. Like, you have to, if you feel any of my videos, any of them, and you're like, man, he spoke to me. Like, I felt like he spoke to me on that. Maybe I did. Maybe you need to make a change. Maybe when you make that change, you need to make adjustments after you make that change. But I'm not going to be able to give you a map. Nor is anybody else. Nobody else is going to be able to just give you a map to bring your life full circle. Because it doesn't exist. Everybody's full circle looks different. So from my perspective to your perspective to the guy that's down the road perspective, it's always going to be different. And because it's always going to be different, nobody can map you out. Nobody can hand you an instruction manual and here, do these things and you'll be successful. Do these things and you'll have better friends. Do these things and you'll find the relationship you've always dreamed of. Do these things and you'll find the best job that you could possibly imagine. None of that's ever going to happen. It's just not. Because there's not a one-size-fits-all to life. And the quicker you get the concept that not one-size-fits-all, man, the better your life will be. Like, I've realized that in my maturity, going through my own struggles and my own chaos, one size doesn't fit all. It's just the truth. I tried the corporate world, right? I tried to work at a big box company, and I tried to climb the ladder. But that world's not designed for me. The reason why it's not designed for me is because I don't have that personality. I don't have the ability to suck up these things and massage people's egos and give them a good sense of feel for themselves so I can get promotions. I don't have the PC mentality, obviously. If you watch any of my videos, you know that. And because I don't have that world doesn't work for me. Now, there may be somebody out there, man, and there are, obviously. There are people out there that world works for them. They're very successful. They are making, double and triple digit salaries in those positions, and they're being super successful. And that's amazing for them, that they're able to figure out a way to tailor that world and to fit that box and make that happen. But the problem is, not everybody has that. Not everybody has the ability to do what I do. There takes I have to have a level of patience here. I have to have a level of determination. I have to be willing to, like, put my foot down and those kind of things. And it's not necessarily something that everybody can do. But that's the thing. You've got to be willing to learn what you're capable of doing, and then going after what will work with what you're doing. And then making the adjustments. If you get into a situation and it doesn't, like, compromise who you are as a person, then make the adjustments. If you find yourself in a place where, this job doesn't work for you, or this lifestyle doesn't work for you, or your relationship sucks, then make the adjustments. Do what you got to do to make the adjustments to get where you need to go. But do not expect a manual, man. I laugh at these tabloids all the time. These tabloids are always in the news and everything else. Dr. Oz or whatever. Oh, do these 5 steps and you'll get skinny. Or do these 5 steps and you'll get ripped. Or do these 5 steps and you'll be able to... Nobody could tell you that stuff. Nobody can tell you that stuff. And I'll tell you why. Because there's no one size fits all. Period. There's just not. So, if you take anything from this video, anything at all, understand that your success is not going to be something that somebody can just hand you in a book and says, here, figure this out. Your success is going to be through change and adjustment. Change and adjustment. Change and adjustment. That's the only way you're going to be successful. Is by change and adjustment. And I'm telling you, myself, personally, I've experienced it. I know hundreds of people that have been through the same. Change and adjustment. I'm out.